being drawn to the Essential Oil Oracle cards. This is my Lisa deck. There's a lot of cards in this deck. A lot. Let's see if it says how many right here in this guidebook. Yeah, it doesn't. But I think there's like 100 and something. I would have to look back. For those of you that don't know, I do not use the guidebook. I go with Spirit Leads. So the last day and a half, 2 days. Well, so we just had the fall equinox. And then we had the super moon recently, and like the tide for this season was letting go, so that way you could bring in some things. And so yesterday and the day before, I had a lot of purging going on. My body was cleansing itself. It manifested itself in a sickness, a stomach bug. And I don't usually get sick. And so it was something that I don't usually have to deal with. I mean, like, I was sleeping off and on all day yesterday, and that's absolutely the opposite of the type of person that I tend to be. And the universe wanted me to share with you that sometimes when you have sicknesses like that, it's your body purging the things that no longer serve you. All of that dense and heavy energy. Thank you, Lisa. Please tell us what it is that you have in store for us today, what we should be focused on today. And so being sick isn't something that isn't always necessarily associated with a lower vibration or a more dense, heavy vibration, right? I was letting go of, that was my body physically showing me that it was letting go of things that no longer served. And I tried to keep in the forefront of my mind, like, be thankful that this is happening, even though it's uncomfortable right now, because it's getting you where you want to be. It's making you more you, the you that you want to be. And so it's just another way that your body alchemizes and transmutes energy. I don't like using the term negative energy because everything has its polar opposite. Everything has a positive and a negative. And when we see the word negative, we tend to associate it with bad things. And that's not the case at all. It's just heavier or dense. You know, the whole thing with quote unquote vibrating higher is becoming your lightest, highest vibration of yourself. And you can only do that by shedding the more dense energies, the extra things, the anger, envy, lust, jealousy, sadness is heavy. It's very dense energy. And that just means there's an overabundance of something, some energy in your life that you should purge off, cast off. So thank you, Lisa, for your message today. Thank you for speaking to us, and leading us, and guiding us. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, higher self, for the answers that you're about to give us today. You. Okay, universe is saying 3. So let's see. You. And you're sticking up. You're the one. All right. it's right side up. Grapefruit, and it's right side up. And lavender, it's upside down. So let's see what we've got here. So the triggers, so the message for this one is discern, for fennel is discern. And it says, the trigger statement is, it is not my fault. The true statement is, I take full responsibility. And it says, shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you've been storing and move forward. How fitting, because I was just talking about purging the unnecessary energy, the heavy, dense energy that's in your life. So be more discerning about what it is that you have in your life that you don't want to identify with anymore, and start to choose differently when that situation comes up again that makes you feel a certain way. Choose differently. And if you're not to the point where you can choose differently yet, then think about how that doesn't serve you. Not about how you suck or you are whatever. Like, don't think about judging yourself. Judge the situation, right? And instead of saying, you know, this situation sucks, you know, I feel trapped, say, hey, this situation isn't ideal. What is a way that I can possibly shift myself the next time it comes up? Or what can I do this time to help myself to get out of the situation in the future? Grapefruit is nourishment. The trigger statement is, it is all my fault. Interesting. And the true statement is, I see what I truly need. It says your energetic body needs nourishment. So begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. And this again goes right along with what I was talking about, that purge that my body just did. Yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, it made me extremely tired and dehydrated, and I was in a lot of pain. But my body was telling me all of those things that you've done in the past, we're taking that all away. It's all going away now. All the stuff that's been stored up, it's going. And now's the time for you to make a new decision. And one of the new decisions that I decided to make was to really invest in putting nourishing foods into my body. And so I'm going to get away from all of the prepackaged foods and things of that nature. Try to limit my sugars. And of course, I'm going to do that in a gentle way. But my body has purged out all of that gross stuff. And so now's the perfect time for me to start over. And so there's that for you guys. And this last card is lavender, and it's balance. Remember, this one was upside down. And it says, the trigger statement is, no one understands me. The true statement is, I ask for what I need. So what you've been saying is, no one understands me, right? So now it's time for you to flip it and be like, no, I'm asking for what I need. It doesn't matter who understands you and who doesn't understand you, right? It matters that you understand yourself. And that's really what this is about. Because if you don't understand yourself, other people are not going to understand you, because you're going to be back and forth. You're going to be wishy-washy. You're going to be this, you're going to be that. The rest of this card says, from a place of love, you need to stand up and speak your truth. What you wish for is what the universe wishes for you. And the thing with this card, yeah, so like I said, you have these, you're trying to people please or whatever it is, right? You're not honoring your own needs and wants. And the universe is saying it's time for you to do that now. You have not been doing that, and it's time for you to do that. And what ends up happening is there's a purge in your relationships. You're going to have some people that can't handle who you really are. And that's okay, because they're not meant to be there. They're not meant to be a part of your life anymore. They serve their purpose in the chapters of your book, and now it's time for them to move on. And it might be sad, and it's okay to grieve those friendships and relationships that you really wanted to have in your life. And it's okay to still contact some people sometimes until you've gotten it all out of your system. But now's the time for you to lean forward into who you truly are, who you want to be, the things that you want to manifest in your life. You're not going to manifest those things in your life if you continue to look back at the things that you know don't serve you. I'm not talking about the things that haven't been identified to you yet, right? Because we always have a blind spot. But the things that have been identified in your life by you that do not serve you anymore, it's time to let those things go, let those relationships go, let those types of foods that you've been eating go, those things that you've been drinking go. And slowly, don't try to do it all at once, because then you're going to fail, and then you're going to judge yourself for failing. And so now's the time for you to really start to lovingly look at what it is that you want and you need, and for you to communicate those things to the people around you. And if they choose to leave, that means that they are not meant to be at the vibration, at the space and time that you are in right now. And it is possible that even though you might think that you're losing someone important to you, that it's possible that that might be what they need in order to do the things that they're supposed to do for themselves, and they might enter your life at another time. It doesn't necessarily mean goodbye forever. It just means goodbye for now. And so I love you, my dearest confidants. I hope this is helpful for you. In fact, if you're at the end of this video, I imagine that what I said resonated. So until next time.